What is up, YouTube? It's about 2 in the morning right now. I was about to go to bed now, but Japan just revealed their Dark Phantasma set. The artwork for it, the cards that are in it, a couple of really cool cards. I saw like one or two already. I've tweeted about it already. But wanted to make a video, talk about the cards. Let's just jump right into it. The pack art looks cool. These cards will be a part of our August set, Lost Origin, along with Lost Abyss. So it should not be relevant for this standard format, I'm pretty sure, unless Worlds gets moved. Or like the set release gets moved, but I don't think that'll happen. So let's talk about it, and I'll talk about the context of the cards itself and what I think. First off, look at this pack art. It's spooky. It's sick. Coming out in August, so this will be in, like, it will inadvertently be also our October set and stuff like that. So a pretty cool set. Zoroark's coming up. He's posting up at you, looking scary. We got Gengar in the back and a bunch of Zoobs. We've got the Ghastly Furtive drop, place a damage counter on the opponent's active. Nothing to write home about, but look how happy this guy is with all the dice. I like this art a lot. Gengar is the 3 damage counter, so it looks like these are going for a damage counter kind of theme. So I assume Gengar is also, or this is Haunter. So Gengar is also the same. Sorry, I sound excited. Deep breath. Okay. Gengar. Ability, creeping back. Once during your turn, you may put this card from your discard pile onto your bench. If you do, put 3 damage cards onto this Pokemon. That's really good. That's really good. There's like no downside to this, right? Like 3 damage counters does not matter. Put 2 damage counters on your opponent's active for each of their bench Pokemon. So you max at 10 damage counters. So that's actually the downside. That's just not a good attack. But this ability is really cool. I like this ability a lot. If we have more cool abilities like this on stage 2s, they become playable again, which is something that I don't think we've had in a very long time. Radiant Gardevoir. I said Radiant, not Brilliant. Please don't shit on me in the comments, like you guys always do. Radiant Gardevoir is ability Devotion Veil. Your Pokemon take 20 less from your opponent's Pokemon V attacks. So nothing crazy. It's like, for an ability that's blanket and helping your board, the Greninja and Hawlucha already strike me as better. Psychic colors 70 plus 20 for each energy attached to your opponent's active. Okay, not great, nothing special. I think you want the more damage or the discard draw on a lot of effects. Hisuan Zoroark, very cute. Collect, or just draw a card, and then Mumble for 10. And then we have the Hisuan Zoroark, the badass, looking pretty sick over here. Looking up to the moon, hair flowing, vibing. Those meaty claws. Hexrune, at the end of your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon is knocked out. That's pretty sick. And then bring back Psychic, choose 1 card from your discard pod, reveal it, put it into your hand. Could be really good in a control strategy, especially on a stage 1 that fits into like a Zoroark box. We've already seen Sander Warchick play his control box already, and this gives you an avenue to put a card back that's not Floatzel. So it's a really cool way to do things, I think. And I like this card a lot. Obviously, it can stop the infinite loop potential or whatever, because you need to attack with Gauss, but yeah. Hisuan Zoroark V. Let's look at the art first. Pretty sick. Holo Swap. 30 damage. You may switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon for a colorless, or no colorless, no energy. Free 30 swap. Kind of cool. 3 colorless, Shadow Cyclone, 130, and move 1 from this active to your bench. Okay, cool. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not great. It says 1 energy. So I'm curious if that also means 1 energy card, specifically rather than 1 energy, because if you have a double turbo, could you move the double turbo is my question. This might be a translation error or just me reading a little bit too much into this, but that would actually make it a lot better if it is the 1 energy card. I've already seen this card. It's absolutely broken. Whoever at TPCI or Card Lab or Creatures or whatever is making these Zoroarks, you gotta chill, man. You gotta we cannot have more broken Zoroarks. I cannot deal with more Zoroarks in my life. I cannot be the guy who only plays Zoroark for like 5 years of my Pokemon career. That's weird. I can't do that. Hisuan Zoroark VSTAR. Colorless, 270. Weird, right? We've already gotten a Psychic one, but we're going to stick with Colorless for this guy, apparently. Colorless, Baleful Curse, 50 times the number of Pokemon on your board with damage counters on it. We've already seen a stadium that puts damage counters on your board. We have Old Cemetery in play. We have this Gengar that puts damage counters on itself as well, which combos well with this, I guess. This is a broken attack. For a DTE, you're swinging for a potential of 280, Choice Belt 310. That should not be allowed. That's crazy. Yes, it is fighting week, so you can play Dunsparce. But Dunsparce, again, covers the colorless types. So Dunsparce saves you there. And then if you play like a Rescue Carrier, Dunsparce, damage style deck, you're going to be really strong. you're going to be really strong into things like Arceus, into things like, I don't know. This is a nuts card. And it's going to come post Roto, so I don't even know what, like, Inteleon engines won't even exist anymore because both Shady Dealings are going to be rotating. So all we have is Quick Shooting. I don't know if Quick Shooting is enough to deal with this, but the format will also change entirely because there'll be different cards and different things in play. But anyway, this card is nuts. This card is a clear frontrunner for the best card that I've seen in a long time, since Arceus, really. So, like 6 months ago, we've got a new best card. And then the ability, the VSTAR Power Phantom Star, is discard your hand, draw 7. A really cool supporter that I've had the entire time I've been playing Pokemon. Hisuan Emo Goomy GX. No, this is just Hisuan Goomy V. Emo Goomy. Water Metal Toppling Goo, 60, and they make them switch. Water Metal Colorless, 140, and they take 30 less from attacks. No weakness is really important here to note, but this can just be paired with something like Arceus probably, or you can play like a Melanie Metal Energy Engine, something of that nature. And then we have Hisuan Emo Goomy VSTAR. I said that wrong so many times. I have destroyed my own joke. I have destroyed my joke entirely. Water Metal Colorless Iron Roll at 200. You take 80 less from attacks next turn. And then you have Moisture VSTAR. You may use this ability during your next turn. Heal all damage from this Pokemon. Seems pretty solid. 80 less is a pretty big number. You don't get one shot by the Zoroark. You don't get one shot by Arceus. You take minimal damage in a lot of situations. Now we have to see if there's any more healing cards in the format that kind of benefit this. To be able to use this VSTAR ability, and this 200 damage can kind of carry you to that next stage where you need it to just be like that one big tank that kind of cleans up the game, because I don't think you'd set up a second one reliably in a game, or if your first one goes down, you have to kind of like Raihan or like set it up as this is going down because you know you're doomed, and if that happens, then you have to have a way to heal this as well. So, got to see if there's a way you can make this work, but I think there is potential. I like this card a lot. You got the Accordion, damage Pump. Move up to 2 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to any other in a way you like. So if something gets hit, you can move around. Helps Zoroark a lot. You can use the Gengar. Put, I believe, it was 3 damage counters on Gengar. Yeah, so you put 3 damage counters on Gengar, and you can move up to 2 damage counters off the Gengar onto something else. Sets up pretty nicely. So the damage pump is very good. I did not make a Freudian slip. Lake Acuity, Pokemon with water or fighting attached to them take 20 less damage from your opponent's attacks. So this kind of can slot into the Goodra deck super nicely because you don't have like a Crystal Cave / effect here. Or do you? Is it Metal Dragon? Whatever. Let's look at this. Never mind. Crystal Cave is just better. This is just bad. Lake Acuity is just bad. I think Crystal Cave is just significantly better in most situations. Maybe you play 1 or 2 just to make it like 100 less damage. That's kind of crazy as well. Iskan. Draw 2 cards if your opponent's Pokemon has Hisuan. If your active Pokemon has Hisuan in its name, draw 2 more cards. Yeah, not great. It's what it is. You can play like the Iskan in the Hisuan Goodra deck and just kind of like solo bolo the deck, but you can also just play Kabu and shuffle draw 8 a lot of the time as well. But maybe you don't want to shuffle draw. Maybe you just want to build your hand, because I think Marnie does rotate, and all we have left is Judge. So maybe that just doesn't get played as much, so you can just use Iskin to build your hand a lot. Arezu is search deck for up to 3 evolution Pokemon that don't have rule box. Reveal them, put them in your hand. So this is beneficial for any like setup style decks, specifically like Zorobox. Specifically, the one in this current format I can think about is the Inteleon engine. But obviously, we're not getting a Rezu with Drizzle, which is a kind of a tragedy, because Drizzle will rotate before a Rezu comes into format, which would have made Inteleon decks really crazy. I mean, like, obviously, I don't think you're going to a Rezu for 3 Drizzles, but that meme can exist now. But that's the video. That's everything. That's all the cards. That's everything that's been revealed tonight. Dark Phantasma looks cool. I'm really, really excited for the future of the game. Obviously, I'm not going to think too much into the future about the game at the moment, because I have to focus on events ahead of me. But every time the Pokemon Japanese channel on YouTube shows off a deck or a deck profile, I will kind of profile it for you guys and just give my honest review, because I do watch them on my own free time. So I figured I might as well turn on a camera and yeah. But we can check that out together, and that'll be all we get for now. And I will keep you guys up to date on the rest of the meta and everything else. So keep tuned for other card leaks and stuff like that, and my genuine reactions and what I think about them in the metagame and what they do. So if you enjoyed the content, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow.